Welcome to a video on structural design and drawing 3. Today's agenda is to solve an illustrative example on the determination of the minimum depth required for a prestressed concrete post-tension beam and corresponding minimum prestressing force and eccentricity required. Let's go to the problem statement. A post-tensioned prestressed rectangular beam of span 15 meter is subjected to an imposed uniformly distributed load of 10 kilonewton per meter. The stresses in the concrete should not exceed 16.5 Newton per mm square in compression and 1.1 Newton per mm square in tension. The loss of pre-stress is 15%. Calculate the minimum possible depth and also find the minimum pre-stressing force and the corresponding eccentricity. The width of the beam is to be taken as 300 mm. This was a 10 marks question asked in in-semester examination 2016-17. Let us first note down the given data. The span of the beam is given L equal to 15 meter. The imposed load on the beam is WL equal to 10 kilonewton per meter. The compressive stresses in the concrete should not exceed 16.5 Newton per mm square. That means FCT, that is compressive stress at transfer, is 16.5 Newton per mm square. The tensile stresses in the concrete should not exceed 1.1 Newton per mm square. That means FTW, that is tensile stress in concrete at working, is limited to 1.1 Newton per mm square. The loss of pre-stress is 15%. That means the loss ratio is 0.85, and finally the width of the section is 300 mm. The objective is to determine the minimum depth required for the beam and corresponding minimum pre-stressing force along with the required eccentricity. Let's calculate the loads and the moments due to loads. So first, moment due to live load at the midspan section, which is designated as ML. The live load is an UDL, so the moment of the UDL at the center of span section is given by WL square by 8, so WL into L square by 8. If we put the values of WL and L as 10 and 15, we get the moment to be 281.25 kilonewton meter. Let's calculate dead load moment. Now considering the unit weight of 24 kilonewton per meter cube and assuming the depth of the section as h, the intensity of dead load WD is equal to the area of cross section into density, which becomes 24 BH kilonewton per meter. Therefore, the moment due to dead load WD into L square by 8 becomes 24 BH into 15 square by 8, which is 675 B into H kilonewton meter. Therefore, the moment due to dead load, if you put the value of B as 0.3 meter, which is given in the problem statement, we get the moment due to dead load as 202.5 into H kilonewton meter. The section modulus for a rectangular section is BH square by 6. So if you the range of stresses at the bottom fiber. FBR, that is the range of stress at the bottom fiber, can be calculated by using the formula eta into FCT minus FTW. If you put the values of the terms, assuming eta equal to 0.85, then FBR becomes 15.125 MPa. If you note, the value of FTW is considered negative 1.1 because FTW is a tensile stress and we consider compression as positive, so tension shall be considered negative. Let's calculate the minimum section modulus. The minimum section modulus is given by ML plus 1 minus eta into MD divided by FBR. If you put, and this for the rectangular section, it can also be calculated as B into H square by 6. So ZB equal to, if you put the values in the formula, 281.25 into 10 raised to 6 plus 1 minus 0.85 into 202.5 H into 10 raised to 6 upon 15.125, which is also equal to 300 into 10 raised to 6 H square by 6. So we get it as 18.6 into 10 raised to 6 plus 2H into 10 raised to 6 equal to 50 into 10 raised to 6 H square. This is a second degree equation and it will have two roots. So if you find out the roots of the equation, we get H is equal to 0.63 meter or minus 0.59 meter. The depth of the member cannot be negative, so the required value of H is 0.63 meter, that is 630 mm. Let us now calculate the minimum pre-stressing force and the corresponding eccentricity. The area of cross section of the concrete member is now B into D equal to 300 into 630, which is 189 into 10 raised to 3 mm square. The dead load intensity WD is now comes out to be 4.536 kilonewton per meter. And the moment due to dead load, if you put the value of H calculated as, then we get it as 127.58 kilonewton meter. Minimum eccentricity, for the minimum eccentricity and pre-stressing force, we also need section modulus, which will be 19.845 into 10 raised to 6 mm cube. Let us now calculate the stress at the top and bottom fiber of the member due to pre-stress. F superior is F, that is the stress at top fiber is FTT minus MD upon ZT, where FTT is the tensile stress at transfer. It comes out, when you put the values, turns out to be minus 6.43 MPa. Similarly, if we calculate the stress at the bottom fiber, which is F inferior, then it turns out to be 19.5 MPa. So the minimum pre-stressing force P minimum is given as A into F inferior into ZB plus F superior into ZB divided by ZT plus ZB. If we put all the terms in the equation, we get minimum pre-stressing force required equal to 1235.12 kilonewton. And finally, the minimum eccentricity E minimum can be calculated as ZB into ZT into F inferior minus F superior divided by area of concrete section into ZB into F inferior plus F superior into ZT, which turns out to be 208.31. That is the required answer.